Hey, welcome back or welcome. I'm Brittney and this is the Brittneyinc channel. Today, we're talking about one of my favorite things, and that is color blocking. Now, color blocking is essentially mixing solid color. It can be as subtle as wearing a pink dress with a pair of green shoes, or as intense, for lack of better words, as wearing a blue hat with an orange cardigan and a yellow dress. The limit really does not exist, but there are certain, I don't want to say rules, but there are certain things that you could utilize to enable you to look better when color blocking, or a better way to color block in a way that makes sense and typically always lends to you looking put together and like you know what you're doing when it comes to color. So in this video, I'm going to be taking 3 pieces, a pair of pants, a dress, and a top, and pairing them in 3 different ways with 3 different types of color blocking. So before we jump in, I would like to invite you guys, if you haven't already, to subscribe to this channel. But I would also like to extend an invitation for you guys to follow me over on Instagram at Brittneyinc. There you can see all of my previous looks, all of my previous color blocking, because I've been a really big fan of color blocking for many years. You can see my improvements over the years, and you just get everything first over on Instagram. So follow me over there at Brittneyinc if you're not already, and let's jump into the video. You can get really complex with color blocking if you want. You can pull out a color wheel, or you can look for reference photos on Pinterest. I mean, the world is your oyster. There's many different ways to color block, and essentially at the end of the day, you can do whatever your heart desires in regards to executing your look. But there are a list of like unwritten rules to make color and mixing them more approachable. And color blocking is just one of those things where it's very easy. You just put colors that look good together. But it's also very easy to like misstep. So let's jump into the easiest way to start off with color blocking if you are not experienced in this realm of dressing, and that is with tonal color blocking. Now, the proper definition for tone is like when you add gray to a color, but this is not color theory. We're not going to go into the depths of that. I did go to art school. I did take color theory for months, so I consider myself pretty well equipped to have this lesson. Is this a lesson? Is this a lesson? Am I an instructor? I consider myself pretty well equipped to have this conversation with y'all about color blocking. So one of the easiest ways to start is through tonal color blocking, and that is just pairing 2 colors together within the same color family. So blues. Here we have a very simple look of 2 colors, more of a baby blue and then a cobalt-esque color. And it's just 2 blues, and it's a fun outfit, but it's a simple outfit. So for someone who is like, I don't know what colors go together, stay within 1 color and just give us different shades or different tones of that color. Simple. These colors look so good together. The long sleeve top is just another tint of the dress. They're within the same family. They're both very cool, and it just makes sense, and it automatically looks like you know what you're doing and you know how to put things together. Now, when it comes to these greens, it's a slightly different story, but they're still both greens. At the bottom, we have more of a chartreusey lime green, which leans very warm. And at the top, we have like a Kelly green, a little bit of an unsaturated Kelly green, which leans a little bit more cool. But they still look good together, and they still make a lot of sense. Now, it can be tricky when mixing warm and cool colors, and I feel like that is something that eats people up when they go to mixing different reds. I feel like reds are like a tricky color to mix, because I see a lot of people doing like a bright blue based, so cool tone true red, and they'll mix that with like sometimes like a burgundy or something, and it just doesn't really pair well. Oftentimes you have to be very strategic with reds, but blues and greens are a little bit more approachable, and then the most approachable is absolutely pink. I feel like all pinks look good together. Hot pink goes well with pastel pink. Coral goes well with hot pink, even though coral leans more towards orange, but you get the gist. This is another bodycon dress, and I just paired my favorite at the moment, linen pink poplin top, over it. The dress is obviously more saturated than the poplin top, but they still work, and they're pretty much within the same color temperature of the pink. One is just a lighter tint meaning like adding white to a color, if we want to get on like defining terms. The next way that you can color block is to color block using complementary colors. Now, if you have a color wheel or you Google a color wheel, I will like put one on the screen. Whatever color is directly across from a color is that color's complementary color. Some popular complementary colors are red and green. It's giving Christmas. Blue and orange. It's giving the Mets. The Mets? Yeah, I'm a sports girl. The Mets. Purple and yellow, it's giving Lakers. So every color has a complementing color. Now, when you really love color and you leave the complementary colors alone, the blue, the red, and the yellow, you get into the secondary colors, tertiary colors, the violets, the lime green, the red oranges. And those can also have complementary colors. It's just going to be whatever's across from it. So what I paired here, they aren't all complementary to a T for anybody who's, a color commander. It's not written in stone, but they're within the same, they're next to each other, they're close enough. So here we have the lime pants again, and this time I paired them with this lavender lilac colored, it's really a dress, but we made it into a little tank here. This is fun, this is springy, it's giving Easter, babe. The pants are more saturated than the top, and it's cute, and it works. Pink and green is one of my favorite color blocking combinations. Any shade of pink and any shade of green. It's giving tulip. Again, it's giving Easter. Just like the previous lime colored pants, they were very saturated. With this one, this dress is more saturated than this pink top. Mind you, the pink top is the element that I'm color blocking around. And then lastly, for complementary, we're giving Mets energy with this blue dress that I paired with these orange pants. Unlike the previous two looks where we had a color that was very saturated with a more lighter tinted color, these pieces are both very saturated. So this look is bold, but it works. And then lastly, we're getting into more complex color blocking. It's not really about color theory in itself, it's more about what just looks good together. And this is when you start color blocking with more than 2 colors. You go 3 colors, you go 4 colors. You just do what feels good to you, and more than likely because you know what colors complement each other, because you Googled your color wheel, you know what colors look good together and work for you. So here we have 3 colors, but it's very approachable because white, a neutral, is involved here. So we have very lightly tinted colors, these kind of light turquoise robin eggs, blue colored shorts, and then again with the pastel pink top. It's very easy, the colors aren't super saturated, so it's a little bit less bold and it's more approachable because you again have the white tank top grounding the look and adding some separation between the colors. Now with this look and these green pants, We're kind of doing the opposite here, babe. We have very saturated color, very bright colors, very bold colors. The pink is a little bit more muted because it's a lighter tint, but then we have this really bold, punchy orange, and then this bold, zingy lime color. And this is also playing with temperature because the orange and the lime, they're pretty warm, but then the pink is just a little bit cooler. So this is giving expert level color blocking right here. And then lastly, with the blue dress, I decided to go for an all cool look. So we have the blue dress, which is obviously cool, and then we have this green undershirt, which is a very cool Kelly green to jade-esque green top. And then we paired it down with something of a lighter tint, which is this here lilac colored bralette. So here I have a dress with a shirt under it and a shirt over it. Baby, you can do anything you want to do in regards to your fashion. But I love this look. It's very fun. And again, it says I know exactly what I'm doing with color. And that's it, girls. Again, don't be afraid to whip out your color wheel. I feel like of course, like I said, I did go to art school, but I feel like color blocking for me started with just seeing something next to each other, like on my bed or in my clothing chair or on the floor. And I'll be like, oh, these colors look good together. And you can find color blocking inspiration from anywhere. Of course, you can just go on Pinterest and Google color blocking, but even like the way inanimate objects, like a book cover, you can see a book cover that's like a purple and a red, and purple and red is such a good color blocking pairing. Okay, it's one of my favorites. And you're like, oh, this looks good together. Take inspiration from everywhere. Brown and cobalt looks good together. Tan and chartreuse looks good together. There's so many different combinations. In fact, give this video a thumbs up and comment below if I should do like a color blocking 102 where I'm just wilding with the color blocking and it's less of me talking about the color and more so just showing you the many combinations I can get from my wardrobe, whether I'm using just a dress in a bag or a pair of pants, a jacket, a tank top, and a hat. Like from the lowest level of color blocking, the most subtle, to the most maximalist version, which is what I typically lean towards myself. Let me know. Anyway, that was this video. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and comment down below whether or not you color block. Do you enjoy color blocking? Are you a color person? Keep in mind that you can also color block with neutrals, babe. There's many combinations there. That's not necessarily my ministry, but it can be done. What was your favorite color concoction here? Follow me on Instagram at Brittneyinc. And I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Bye.